the good life, full of fun.
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another exciting day in my kitchen. What are we making? You know what we're making. We're making fried zucchini fritters, or zucchini fritters. They're absolutely delicious. They're simple, they're fun, they're easy. I'll tell you, these are just that great, perfect little, you know, that appetizer, you know, or something you just put on the side of a plate, or if you're having a dinner party. They're absolutely perfect. Something great if you're watching a movie, you know, with the family. You come out with some of these fritters. I mean, they're absolutely delicious. And like I said, family-oriented, a lot of fun, and quick. So I'm going to show you how to make them right now. We've got some ingredients. Now, not to be confusing, I've got ingredients for the fritters, and then I'm going to show you how to make this like garlic dipping sauce. Oh, it's absolutely awesome. I mean, just perfect punch awesome to dip them in. So I'm going to go through all the ingredients. Again, simple, easy, fun. We're going to want some zucchini. Now I got some smaller ones up here. We're going to get zest of a lemon here in a minute. So I've got zucchini. We're going to want about a pound of zucchini, give or take. And I'm going to show you how to shred it. But we're going to shred it and we're going to put it right in some paper towel because we want to absorb most of the water, the moisture coming out, so they don't get soggy, okay? So we're going to do about a pound, give or take, of zucchini, roughly shredded, okay? We're gonna do 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm going there. It's gonna be great. We're gonna use a teaspoon of lemon zest. So just grab a lemon, grab some zest off. It's absolutely great. We're gonna do 3/4 of a cup of flour, right? 2 whole eggs. We're gonna beat that first before we put it in, right? And we've got just shy of a teaspoon of baking powder. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to mix that up, and that's going to give us our batter, if you will, fritter. We're going to get a cast iron pan going with just a little bit more than a splash of olive oil in the bottom of that. You're going to want maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit more of olive oil right across the bottom. We're going to add salt and pepper to this, obviously. And then olive oil, as you guys know, I always have to do a plug. I have a farm in Italy, Puglia, and I have 2 boys, Joey and Vito. And I'm very proud always to offer you and bring in your home a bottle of pure Italy. These are Italian olives grown 100% in Italy. They're picked within a day. They're going to be crushed. And then we extract just this beautiful green gold. It's peppery and it's earthy and it's grassy and it's absolutely delicious. So something I'm really proud to bring to you. Some people always ask me about that picture. So that's the Borio family there, and that's a picture of our olive grove with a little bit of a story in the back. So we sell a liter, half-liter bottle. You can go right on our Facebook, Cooking Italian with Joe. You can go to our website, Cooking Italian with Joe, or you certainly can go to Amazon.com and you can grab yourself a bottle of olive oil. Certainly makes a great gift for any holiday or any occasion. So that's my shameless plug in the olive oil, which we're going to use throughout this recipe. Now, the next is the garlic dipping sauce. Oh, absolutely awesome. So what are we going to do? We're going to start off with a 1/2 cup, maybe a little heavy 1/2 cup of the mayonnaise. Okay, I always buy the organic mayonnaise. It's absolutely delicious. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of mascarpone cheese. All right. We're going to do 4 tablespoons of heavy cream, and that's going to thin down the cheese with the mayonnaise. Okay. We're going to do 1 whole clove. I can't talk. I'm so excited. Boy, that's good. 1 whole clove. Thank you very much. I haven't even been drinking. There's no wine in this recipe at all. But we're going to do 1 whole clove of garlic. That's minced, right? I got through a press. I've got a pinch of thyme, right? And then I've got here is some parsley. I got some flat parsley, Italian parsley, and parsley a lot of times is certainly underrated as an herb. It's certainly peppery, a little bit grassy, and it's got a little citrus kick to it. So it's absolutely great, and that'll complement great with about 1.5 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. So what we'll do is we'll mix that separate. That'll be our dip. We're going to get these things going. Now, what I like to do, though I'm not going to do them in that order right now, what I would tell you to do is make the dipping sauce first so everything marries and the flavors of the garlic and the thyme and everything marries really well. So make the dipping sauce first, set it aside, then go ahead and make the zucchini fritters. When you're done, the sauce has had a chance to set. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. All right, so I already started a little bit. So I've got a couple more zucchini. So we're gonna get, like I said, about a pound in there, okay? And then I've got just a rough grater. So you can use any kind you want. This is a simple and easy one, all right? And then essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the zucchini, I'm just gonna cut the, you know, any of the non-desirables, if you will, off, okay? Pop those in the sink. Same thing here, right? Real easy, right? Done with my knife. And then I'm just gonna grate them, right? So I'm gonna just start to push through. And you can see here, just do a nice long stroke. You know, don't go short. Do a long stroke because you want long shreds. So what I'm gonna do is just take the paper towel, right? And then you just wanna get rid of that moisture, okay? So you wanna squeeze. There's a lot of water in the zucchini. If you don't get that out, what'll happen is when you deep fry it, the zucchini will get too much of the moisture will come out and it'll kind of ruin your fritter. You almost want a dry, just shy of a, if you will, a dry batter. And then real simple, you're gonna take your flour, you're gonna take your baking powder, right? I'm gonna take some salt and pepper, so freshly ground on the pepper, okay? And then some salt. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just a splash of some olive oil, okay? And then we wanna take a fork, you're just gonna do a rough mix in there, okay? Okay, then take your Parmesan cheese and get that going, right? So see, it's kind of like a dry mix. Then you're gonna take your lemon zest. Oh, and that just gives it that bright citrus feel, is what that's gonna do. You know, and with the eggs and the flour, that'll kind of bind everything and give you some flavor. So give that a good stir. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my zucchini that I dried, right? And just put that right in there. And then I've got my egg mixture. You're gonna mix it right up. And that's it. So I'm gonna let that set because I want the flour to hydrate. I want the moisture to be absorbed. All right, guys, we're gonna make that dipping sauce, which is really good. Molto delicioso. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise, you know, and this just gives it that perfect sourness. It's just gonna give that little sour and then sweetness that we want with the cheese and the, you know, the mascarpone cheese. There you go. So I'm gonna put the cheese in there. So this will all marry. And then I'm gonna put my heavy cream in there. And again, the heavy cream will thin the thick mascarpone. The stuff so fresh is flying all over the place there. So let me clean that out. There you go. Right, we've got our thyme. And then I'm gonna add my garlic. Now you don't want a lot of salt because that saltiness will come from your mayonnaise. So I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of pepper, splash, greatest olive oil in the world, Vito and Joe's. You guys can buy it right online. Did I plug that yet? So I'm gonna mix that just perfect, right? And it'll marry really well. So as you keep mixing it, the biggest concern you'll see, and that's why I use a little mini spatula, if you see any lumps of the mascarpone cheese, you know, just kind of push them down. And you'll want to do that one more time before you serve it, right? Oh, that's good. And then I've got my parsley, which I'm going to hit in there right now, and I'm going to hit my little splash of lemon juice in there. Perfect. Oh, perfect. So I'm going to let that set. So that's perfect. I'm going to just give it a little. Oh, that is good. And some kick to it. And then what I want is I want that garlic to marry. So that's why I'm going to let that set in the fridge for a bit. All right. And then we're going to get going over to the stove, start making our fritters. Talk to you in a minute. All right, guys, now we're gonna fry them. So I've got the batter. Now it's been set about 10 minutes. So I've stirred it just a few times. It's very well mixed. All the flour's hydrated. That's really important. Don't rush anything with flour. You want it to hydrate. You want that moisture to absorb it. Now, just to keep uniform size, I got my little ice cream mini sherbet scoop, and I've got the oil, like I said, about 1/4 inch. I've got a plate here with a paper towel, a little salt to hit it with fresh salt when it's out, and then I've got just a little bit of a spatula here to help with the oil so I'm not grabbing a lot of oil. So I'm going to take a scoop, right? And you've got to get it relatively flat in there. You're going to have a little bit hanging out, but hit it, and just bang them out, right? Oh boy, okay, the smell in here is phenomenal. And then what I do, scooper or this, is I flatten them out. So just a couple minutes have gone by, and that's probably just a touch early. I want it to be just a little darker than that, but oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. And that, just a little bit of that baking powder gives you that fritter feel, you know what I mean? You don't want it to puff up too much. I'll tell you, these smell great. Look at that. Is that just gorgeous? All right, so these are done. See how perfect they are? So I'm just gonna pull these over on that paper towel, and as soon as you get them out, I mean as fast as you can get them out, we're gonna just sprinkle them really very light with some salt. Just some fine salt. Just a pinch, season them up just a bit. You can hit them with some salt and pepper, or just salt. You can hit them with a little cheese if you want. So I'm just gonna hit them with a teeny bit of salt. Oh, that is good. That smells perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and cook the rest of these up. We're gonna plate them, get that dip going. Favorite part, we're gonna eat them. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Those are good. I'm gonna tell you, you cannot reheat these. You gotta just, there's nothing better than when you pull these out, you plate them, they're still warm, you sprinkle them with a little bit of salt. Oh, man, they're good. There's my baby right there. Oh, I'll tell you, just the smell in the kitchen, my mouth is watering. You can smell the zucchini, you know, just the salt, the pepper, the olive oil. Oh, that's good. So I'm gonna dip that, and that thing's still hot. I'm gonna dip that in that sauce, which is just awesome. Ooh, and you can hit the garlic on that. Ooh, it's hot. You know, it's got just the perfect amount of crunch, a little bit of salt on there, not too much. You got the pepper, you know, and then you got the beautiful flavor of the garlic, the mayo, the thyme. Like, it's perfect. You know, and then you just got that light heat. Yeah, I'm double dipping. Yeah, I double dip. And you got that lemon, which is, it's just a hint. You know, it brightens up the background, but not overwhelming by any means. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Guys, thanks so much for joining me for fried zucchini fritters. Man, these things are great. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out all our other recipes. Don't forget to grab yourself a bottle of olive oil, whether on our Facebook or our website or Amazon. Don't forget to spend some time in the kitchen with your family. You know, shut off the television, shut off the cell phones. Play a little Frank Sinatra in the background. You know, celebrate your heritage, set some new traditions, have some fun in the kitchen. Until next week, guys.
Good life,
bon appetito.
full of fun, seems to be the ideal.